Oh man, you guys are a fun group. I'm a former stuntman, so I've actually I've been in the Octagon, Escape from New York. I've been beat up by Chuck Norris. Who wants me now? So yeah, look at that. Woo! So, but I gotta tell you this funny little story. I actually went out on a gig, and my expertise was something called the jerk-off. I am an expert at the jerk-off. Which little tidbit here, if you become a jerk-off expert, do not put that on the questionnaire for your high school reunion. Because people will not shake your hand. Hey, oh yeah, I read what you do. Yes. Good luck with that career. So, well, what that is you have a cable and it's hooked to your back and it's hooked to a tree, and when you run out of cable, you're coming off of the bike or the horse or whatever it is. So I show up on the set, and this guy's here to check me in, his production assistant, and he goes, okay, what's your name? And I go, Jay Bach. And he's like, oh, hi, Jay. So I don't see you on the list, Jay. What are you here for? I'm here for the jerk-off. I think you're on here, Jay. What's in the bag? Knee pads and headgear. Oh, you're at the top of the list. So I go in, and I'm like, okay, so where do I do the jerk-off? It turns out I was supposed to be on the set of Chips. I ended up on the set of Chaps. A round of applause. How many of you have ever done gay porn? I didn't set out to do it, but I was there. I worked for Scale. Got a little on the back end. Anybody got stupid relatives? Yeah, Barberton night. You from Barberton? You'll relate to this. So, no, I asked about stupid relatives because I'm the idiot in my family. In fact, I graduated the part of the class that made the top half possible. So that tells you where I'm coming from. When I was a kid, I once took one of my mother's bobby pins and stuck it into an electrical outlet. Nice. Yeah, blew me across the room. It's like, I'm laying on the floor. I'm like buzzed out of my mind. My dad comes walking by, looks at me, shakes his head, says, I'll be back, I gotta go get a fuse. I grew up in a loving household. He came home 3 hours later driving a brand new Corvette. Cherried out. He's sitting in the driveway, the top's down, the neighbors are coming over, my brothers and sisters and I, we're dancing around in the driveway. We're the rich kids in the neighborhood. We got the coolest car in the neighborhood. My mom comes out. She's the voice of reason. She stands right on the front step, looks at my dad, goes, Jim, how can we afford this? My dad looks right at me and says, that one ain't college material. He was right. And then he gives my brothers and sisters a warning. He goes, for the rest of you, if you feel like doing something stupid, go ahead. Because I saw a nice bass boat on the way home. So 2 years ago, I'm in Hawaii with my brother. We were in Honolulu, Hawaii. My brother says to me, I haven't seen any out-of-state plates. I'm like, hold on, I gotta call Dad. He was out on the boat. Oh, it's crazy. Then we're flying back. You ever have a conversation with somebody, and at the end of it, you just want to strangle them? Yeah, this is what happened. We're on the plane, we're flying back. And I turned to him, I said, you ever been to Disneyland? And he goes, Disneyland or Disney World? And I said, Disneyland. He goes, is that in California or Florida? I said, that's in California. Is that the one with Epcot? I'm like, no. He goes, I haven't been to either. then he came to visit me. You ever been driving down the highway and you see like a deer that got hit by a car and somebody came out and cut the head off? Yeah, we saw one of those. My brother goes, no wonder it got hit. It couldn't look both ways. Oh, it's good. You see stupid stuff everywhere, though. Any fans of Drug Mart here? Yeah? This is what I love about Drug Mart. We got one in Lodi. They got these big old signs in the window. They got one out in Lodi that says, beer and wine sales. Carry out only. Who the hell's drinking in Drug Mart? Who's that damn thirsty? You can't wait to get to the parking lot to open the natty light. Because they wouldn't put it on there if somebody didn't do something. You know what happened? Somebody went in there, they bought their box of wine, sat down at the blood pressure machine, opened the wine, started chugging, sticks their arm in the sleeve, hits the button. Next thing you hear in the store, Cletus, I got high score systolic. Woo! This would be a good time to do a little commercial. I've got these CDs for sale after the show. If you got military ID or if you just tell me you were in the military, they're half price. If you know anybody you want to send it to overseas, I'll sell it to you for half price because I think the troops deserve it. And if nothing else, they don't like it, they can use it for target practice. So, and all the proceeds go to feed hungry comics from Lodi. So we'll be selling those after the show. Oh my gosh, what other crazy things? I got arrested a couple weeks ago, which is kind of interesting. It was kind of an accident. You ever been driving down the road and you're just tooling along and the guy coming the other way has his high beams on? So you do the little flick thing and his stay on. So now you get pissed and you turn them on. It's like, take that. And he keeps them on. So now you're like, yeah, you're being obstinate. Don't do that to a cop. Yeah, I did that. And apparently, that is known as endangering a police officer. Which is good to know, because when I was in jail, if I didn't know that, and somebody comes up and goes, what are you in for? I would have said, flashing. If you're going to say flashing to somebody in jail, you might as well follow it up with, don't I have pretty lips? But here's the funny thing. While they were processing me, they've got a guy that they're booking ahead of me. So the guy's standing there and they're taking his picture. And the cop says to the guy, turn your head sideways. And the guy goes, there are stupid people everywhere. So, but thank you. So, what else? Oh, my wife's birthday was last week, so I went out to get her a gift. But I go to the card shop, and I'm looking for a nice card. While I'm there, there's another guy shopping for a card, but he got my attention because this is how he's shopping.
We got
Which is stupid, because we were at the dollar store. So, but here's the thing. I found out something the hard way. Because when my wife buys me a gift, no matter what the occasion is, like she's bought me drills and power tools and stuff, and I'm really happy with that. Apparently, it doesn't work the opposite way. I got my wife a vacuum cleaner one year. Let me tell you, Hoover does not come with an attachment that fits easily up the rectum. You don't want to do that. So this year I asked her, I said, what do you want? She goes, I want a food saver. A food saver. These are the things they advertise on TV. You stick your food in it, it sucks all the air out, and it stays fresh until the Browns win. I'm just trying to say it's a long time. So that's what she wants. So I'm looking everywhere for this. I'm at Drug Mart, I'm at Walmart, I can't find it. Finally, I got her gift at Office Max. I got her a laminator. Hey, laugh if you want. It works great on bacon. She's happy with it, so. But it's cool because my wife's hard to buy for. I'm easy to buy for. If she gets me CDs, I'm happy. You know, birthday, anniversary, Cinco de Mayo, I don't care. She gets me CDs, I'm good to go. So, yeah, really, last Cinco de Mayo, she came walking in the bedroom. She goes, CDs? Hey, it's my gift. I'm happy. So, but for our anniversary, I tried to repay the favor. So I went in and said, hey, baby, happy anniversary. CDs? She goes, you got the receipt? She's mean that way. She's mean. Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about apple bottoms, shall we? Oh my God, you guys are fun. So I wanted to impress my wife. So I've been reading about what a lot of the young bucks are doing now. They're doing this like manscaping. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. The man grooming, working on the South Pole. Are you trying to talk him into it, or are you just confirming? I thought you guys were discussing the whole manscaping thing.
No, I manscaped.
You did?
Yeah.
So you like thinned out the underbrush and all that, or?
Yeah, I did a little.
See, that's the amazing part, because at your age you can do that. See, because this is what happened to me. My wife left, and I'm like, I'm going to surprise her, right? So I go get everything I need. I get a mirror and a bottle of tequila and the scissors from the kitchen drawer. Oh, come on, you don't need it at my house. What do you care? It's not like you're coming over tomorrow and I'm like, hey, you want some frozen peas? No! What the hell do you open those with, Jay? No, we're not having it. So yeah, I can't do what you did. And I realized that because I'm like, look, I'm not flexible and I'm old. So I'm like, what am I going to do? Because I can't do this alone. And that's what I found out. They say you can tell who your friends are when you move. You know what I found out? Your friends won't help you shave your balls for pizza and beer. They're all busy when you're calling them. So, but I had a backup plan, which was cool, but then I couldn't find the Best Cuts coupon. So, yeah, I got all messed up too. So I called an escort service, and they're like, hey, Jay, good to hear from you again. What kind of girl you want this time? And I'm like, steady hands and 20/20 vision would be good. So I stand before you tonight with a $200 haircut. So my wife comes home, I hear the car pull in the driveway, so I run downstairs, I got just my robe on, right? She comes walking in, door opens, I open up the robe, ta-da! Same response she had, coincidentally. She goes, what the hell did you do? And I'm like, it's supposed to make me look bigger. She goes, does the house look bigger when you cut the grass?